I started it this is what you would see when you start the app. It's the first welcome page. So let's go through it. This is required by Google, this disclaimer, and then we have to provide the various permissions to it, and we're simply called get set up. So running the setup wizard is the key to this. What you're basically going to be doing is the gardener will be setting up what the customer will see during these phases. It includes things like the services they provide, so maybe pictures of their work, etc. So we're going to run the setup wizard, and if you see here, the top one is what we're doing, the services thing. The one on below is just the legacy, the old simply called that we used to support, that just sends links. So here we are, and this is the general info. We're going to put in a company name. Just say lawn guy. This is a description. Best lawn. Right, and whatever, that's just fine. And what we're going to do here is these are the themes that the customer will see, and you see here we do the various home services things, things from electrical, gardening, windows, and whatever. So and it just basically sets how it looks. It really doesn't do very much more than that. So let's do the gardening one. We'll select, and then here you have to enter at least one photo, but you can start. We support your own picture, your own pictures from the phone. That we do the camera, and we have a bunch of stock photos. So let's just pick a couple of stock photos. Actually, even though they're irrelevant, just the quickest to do. Right, so then these photos will appear on the info page. The next is the list of services that the company does. This is useful in allowing the customer to say, I'm interested in lawn mowing or trimming or whatever at this point, and we carry this services thing throughout the app. So here, let's just say mow. You could put in a description and a price if you want. We're just going to do that, and then we're going to say, trim, okay, and save. So those are the choices. Now, one thing you can do now is you can now look to see what will the customer see with preview button. So here's the preview. Right, and this is where you saw we set up. This is thanks for calling the lawn guy. The info page has the stuff we just did, the different photos, the list of services, and the main actions. So this is just a preview, so it doesn't really do anything. Let's do a next. Here the next part of the setup is just setting up when simply called will deliver a missed call text message. We're going to say always, and we're done. Okay? Now, notice this important note I put here. Simply called is really the most useful if you add in to your voicemail something to say, hey, you're going to get a text message, and why don't you follow the link so you let me know. Okay, here we are. This is the main dashboard, and as you see, it says there's nothing to do. This is going to show. This will hopefully guide the gardener through what they have to do, and at a glance, they'll see all the correspondence that needs to be responded to, as well as the scheduled visits, etc. So let's give it a try now. So now we're going to do here. And we're going to call this other phone. Here, let's just get out of it. This is not even in the app. And we're going to call in there. So now this is mimicking the gardener not being available to answer, which most single employee places is most of the time. So we're just going to hang up, and that simulates thing, and you see here's a little reminder that you're going to send it, that it's sent. You see on the other phone we actually got a text message, right? So let's open that text message, right? And you'll see the text message here says, your call to that phone number. Thanks for calling on, guys. Sorry I missed your call. Click here to let me know how I can help. So we're going to just hit this, and well, and here you are. Now, what's about this is that this link is for this exact phone call, just to for this time from this number to this number, and any responses get recorded as part of that phone number, and it's kind of part of the conversation that will occur, right? So let's see. Of course, the info page we had set up before. You saw that already, and let's do a schedule. So this is what we did was. Let me one page, or actually two. If you'll see, what we did is we dissected an imagined conversation to a real human answer service. What would you usually do? You'd want to schedule, you'd want some info about the company, you'd say, no, call me back, or leave a message, or whatever. So we started with that conversation. So, and we really took this conversation thing further, because what you'll see here is, well, it turns out it already knows this phone. That's my name. Normally you would enter the name, and you would say what services are you interested in scheduling. You could say I need a Mo, and this is where it becomes conversational. We specifically did not want to connect and be like a Calendly, where you find a slot to get a Mo thing, and because that's something that these single proprietor places don't really like. They want to be, I'm going to be in your area, with my truck. Let me try to do my lawn services to anybody who needs lawn services on a particular day. So they want to be more in control of the schedule. So this is the conversation you have, right? So basically, in the quick time select, you come up and you could say, give me your first available slot, please. Tomorrow, hey, anytime next week, right? But you could also, in that kind of conversation, ask for other things. So that was anytime next week, and I could also add another predicate that says, let's say select, and let's say it's Monday, February 15th at 9 a.m. is my other thing. And actually, as you see here, you can mark one of these as preferred or not preferred, and the gardener can take that into your thing here. You could also say that, please, if you have any questions, is it okay for you to call back? And let's say yes, when you're free, go ahead and call me back. We to my address now, but that will work. And then you could also put in a description of what your services are. Let's just say, I need it ASAP, whatever. And then you press the review button, and here's the message that you're going to send to the other side. I don't know how I have this set up on this phone. I guess I don't have it set up to pop up a notification. But here, let's just look at it. And here it says, here, this is actually what came in, the new phone, blah, blah, would like you to schedule an appointment, and it describes the whole thing. And you can enter in the app either by selecting the notification, or you can go into the app. Let me do that instead. And I don't know why this is weird. There's the full app, and so you see now the to-do list, the dashboard is filled in, right? So it says somebody needs to be scheduled. This, if you had seen before, I should have showed you, is it would have showed you that the message had been sent out to the customer, and the customer hadn't responded yet. At this point, the customer did respond with the scheduling, right? And you'll see that it's also showing them customer. Right, and this is the customer. New phone is actually just what I happen to have called this new test phone I have here. Right. So what you have here with the tabs are, this is the dashboard. This is all your to do. There's the upcoming visit, customers. This is the to do list, right, where you can filter it, filter it however you want. This is the list of customers with a little description of the last thing that they needed. This other one is your schedule. And as you'll see here, the blue dots are things that are in your regular Google schedule, and the red dots you'll see are the simply called things. And here's of course the setup. So anyway, let's go through here, and we're going to say I want a schedule, which actually just brings you to the to-do tab, and we're going to schedule, and here was the thing. This is everything we had asked for, right? With the proposed date is anytime next week. This was a description of exactly what happened, and what we do is we provide what should be the next action here that you would want to take. So you press action, and the first thing is schedule, but you see there's a whole bunch of other things you have to do here. Just do a note, snooze this, call, reschedule, cancel, blah, blah, blah. So let's do the schedule because that's what the person wanted. And this is our add task feature. This is where the gardener gets to go through and say what, okay, can I help you or not, right? So the most important thing for this process is to say how long this service is, because automatically tell it to take 2 hours to do it. And if you see what we came up here is the first one is the customer proposed time. So there's two customer proposed time, anytime, blah, blah, blah. And this is the one on the 15th. And you kind of guess at a date initially that has a free slot in it. So also down here as well, you could end up saying, I don't really want that. So let's say we want to satisfy this customer anytime next week, and we're going to do those slots. If you'll notice now, there's yellow dots here. What that is, if you see it's anytime next week, and each one of the days behind it, the February starting 14th, 15th, 16th, these are all the scheduled dates that you can select. It lets you also say I want to be able to book is really what that says. So let's say we're going to slot for 8 a.m. and that's what we're going to do. And here it's picked, and you see that this box is is selected, which means we're going to take that customer proposal. Right. You see also that as I said, I hard-coded in an address. It's actually my address. You can actually see, for instance, where this is at this point, and you just add a note to what you could do. Now you have an option here at the end of this to send the customer you're okay about this. And you'll see you could even ask them to confirm it. If they don't confirm it, you'll have to get on their case, or you could just simply save it. So we're going to do the preview and send here, and here's the preview of the thing. We're going to come and mow on 16th at 8 a.m. and there's the location, and this is the message. So we're actually going to send to the thing. Let's not ask for let's indeed ask for a confirm request, right? And actually you see it added in some text to the message, please confirm, and we're going to send that. And what this is you could also add this gets added to simply called this visit, or it can additionally be added to your phone's thing. I'm going to say no, don't add it to the phone's calendar right now. Time it says click here to read a message from the lawn guy, blah, and it says sent you a message, please confirm. I'm going to confirm, and here this is the message we're confirming, and we just say confirm, and we're going to say review, send, and we're going to send it, and blah blah blah. You see it was just actually confirmed. So let's actually go back and look at it just quickly. So you see here there's a visit. It's a visit and it's confirmed, and you can edit the visit. And also, if you go to all my visits, this is the schedule now, and there should be one there 16th when we made the appointment with the actual schedule. So that's an end-to-end thing, and that's kind of, let's say, use case number